Okay, now it should be rocking. So, hello, Mrs. Rajewski. Sorry as always for the wait, but trying to do recordings on these computers tends to take more time than I'd like to admit. So, yeah, let's get started. Obviously, I chose the polar ecosystem here. It's probably my favorite of all marine and land ecosystems. It's got a lot of my favorite animals on it, like polar bears and jellyfish. So, um, polar ecosystems include the polar barrens and tundra, which are generally found at high latitudes on land surfaces that aren't covered by ice and snow constantly. Um, you know they mm, and then the marine ecosystems are usually in the east and west Atlantic, and then or no, in the North Pacific and Atlantic. I'm sorry. As well as in the Antarctic regions also count, I believe. As of right now, the status of it is that it's dwindling really quickly in terms of the land ecosystem. A lot of the ice is melting due to global warming, and this is affecting everything from the plankton down to or everything from the bottom, like the plankton, up to the polar bears and orcas at the top. So things aren't going super well in terms of all of that. Now, what we've been doing to it, okay, you're probably going to see a little bit of a pause in the recording, but that's all right. So the main threats that are facing the polar ecosystems right now are climate change, fishing, legal and illegal fishing. Neither of them really help all that much. Obviously, sanctioned fishing is better, but it's still, a lot of the world's oceans, including this one, is overfished, which takes away from the orcas, what they're able to eat, as well as penguins and polar bears, and it allows things like, smaller like zooplankton to thrive more than normal. Then invasive species, like due in part to global warming, cold water fish are getting warmed up too much, so they have to go farther and farther into the polar or Antarctic marine regions to live. And this is pushing out the originals, such as the orcas, or it can anyway, maybe the smaller species. Um, Pollution goes along with the global warming. Um, Exploitation of the mineral reserves, like the oil and gas, is no good. That's definitely harming it in very negative ways. I see I'm running out of time here, so sorry if this goes a little bit over my time limit. I'm just trying to hit everything. So, okay, I really hope that didn't mess up the recording. So anyway, so some of the things that people are, doing, to positively impact polar environments include alternative energy sources, which we discussed in previous projects, and I believe, as well as creating protected areas. Like obviously Antarctica isn't technically owned by everybody, same with the Arctic, so uh, that helps a lot, with less human traffic causing damage, and hopefully we'll be, moving into a greener future for such animals as these. Like obviously this polar bear, won't have a good time when the ice breaks up way, way more. So I certainly hope that that won't be the case. And, I love orcas, I love jellyfish, so sorry this dragged on longer than it should have, but, hopefully this works out. So thanks for listening. Bye.